We have worked in remote labs for quite a few years, and we have observed something consistently, which is that universities and companies, certain kinds of companies, often struggle to provide their students, their trainees, with access to real laboratories and to real devices so that they can conduct practical experiments and so that they can learn using the real devices. Our aim with the project, our aim with REMOCLEC, is to make it easier for those instructors, for those institutions, to provide their students with such practices, and specifically with those practices that are related to IoT and to embedded systems. Throughout the years, we have conducted quite a few surveys among educators in universities, in companies, in schools, and one thing that most of them, if not all, agree on is that for many subjects, it is critical to provide students and trainees with access to real experiments, to real devices, so that they can practice, so that they can learn and go beyond the theory. And well, those findings basically underline the importance of our project and of the solution that we propose. Basically, our solution empowers those instructors to offer more practical experiences in an effective way, in a way that is both affordable and easy to implement. Our product allows a student or a trainee from a company to access a real IoT development kit, like the one they would traditionally use, but through the internet. Basically, they can do the same things, but they are controlling it all through a web interface, and they are seeing the device, the real device, through a web camera stream. This enables that trainee basically to learn those technologies and to access that device in a particularly convenient and in a particularly effective way. REMOCLEC provides real-time access to the development kits remotely. Basically, it's a game changer because there are other companies, there are other solutions that rely on technologies such as simulations. But through our remote labs, students and trainees, they can access the real thing. They can access the real board remotely, monitoring it through a web camera. So basically, the experience is just the same, or is better sometimes than the experience with a real hands-on board. A great example is from the University of Deusto in Spain. In the University of Deusto, they have been teaching embedded systems courses for years, which are particularly important courses for electronic engineers, for example. And this year, through REMOCLEC, through our project, they have access to real but remote boards. Before, they have to purchase a certain number of boards, they have to take the students to the laboratory, to the physical laboratory to use them, but this year they have had unlimited access thanks to our project. This means that they have been able to use the boards as many times as they wanted from their homes, to use it from class. Basically, they have access anytime, anywhere, and the 24 hours of the day. This has been quite a game changer because they have been more happy and they have been able to experiment in a much more convenient and in a much more frequent way. As a result, in fact, they have used it many more times than they used to in previous courses. So basically, it has very significantly enhanced their learning experience and their results. One major challenge that we have had to tackle was moving from the initial prototype that we had to the minimum viable product that we sought. The Smart for All program has been particularly useful for this because it has provided us with the crucial funding and resources that we needed. It has enabled us to refine our prototype, and it has allowed us to conduct extensive testing, developing a market-ready product, and supporting us throughout all of this process, which is quite complex. Well, the program's support came in two key ways. The funding, of course, was a major help because for a small company such as ours, it's quite hard to find the resources to tackle such ambitious projects. This has allowed us to improve the prototype and to expand our technology quite significantly. But also, along with that, we got a lot of great advice and a lot of consulting support throughout all of the process that has been really helpful. Through this support, we have in fact been able to shape our product and to develop our strategies, and both things have had very important roles in the success of the project. Thanks to the Smart for All support, we successfully transitioned from a promising concept to a functional, market-ready product. This leap was quite critical in our successful pilot at the University of Deusto and in garnering interest from several universities and companies. Our vision for the future is to create a global network of remote labs. We want to make IoT labs and similar laboratories accessible to every student and to every professional worldwide. Basically, we want to democratize access to high-tech education. We want to ensure that everyone has access to the devices that they need, and not only those companies or those institutions with the most resources.